Why'd you spill your beans, Tommy?
You guys see that movie? The Lighthouse?
Yeah. It's about fucking lighthouses. Honestly. That's really what it comes down to.
You ever like look at a lighthouse and you're just like, who is she? Like, what is her deal? I don't even know why I'm blushing right now. My face is hot.
Yeah, that happens to you a lot.
Not like a lot, but just every time I'm around a lighthouse, I would say.
Are you around lighthouses often?
You would be surprised how often I'm around lighthouses, bro.
Yeah, you go looking for lighthouses?
I don't go looking for them. It's almost like they come looking for me. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like whatever I'm doing seems to circumvent, it seems to circumnavigate circumcise lighthouses. Yeah.
You fucking freak.
And speaking of being sexually attracted to lighthouses, we're going to be talking about our ideal for the perfect Big Brother player today. You like that transition?
Yeah.
That is some Emmy award blacklisted transition work.
It made sense. It was smooth. It was perfect. Nobody saw.
Nobody saw it happen. Nobody even saw it happen.
They were like, whoa.
Whoa,
what?
dude, it's invisible to the naked eye. That's how smooth that
transition.
transition was. I didn't even bring attention to it. You're the one bringing attention to it. But what we're going to be talking about today is just like if you were to go into the Big Brother house and you wanted just like a one-stop shop for everything you need to know about what to do, what not to do, what you may want to do, what you may not want to do, you come here. We'll treat you good, dude. We'll treat you good, kid.
I like that. That was so cute. You look clean. Yeah.
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 It's like we're like an old baseball player who runs like a baseball card shop, and there's this kid who's like being bullied, and he comes in and he gets batting practices from us, old Henkel.
What?
Do you not see the vision?
Old Henkel.
Old Henkel's Baseball Emporium. You've never heard of it? Jimmy used to go there all the time before he became a Hall of Fame MLB player.
He's unk. I'm fucking dead on Henkel. Henkel is fucking sounds so fucking wrong coming out of my mouth. It feels wrong.
So let us be Henkel for you budding Big Brother legend, okay? If you heed every word Sooki Sooki tells you, maybe you can be the next Big Brother winner.
Yeah. These are some important categories to consider, as you said.
Yeah.
Welcome back to...
You can do it. You got this, dude.
Sookies, the world's first Big Brothers and Strangers sports podcast.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That was the third time of us doing that, and every time it got worse. Every time it got executed worse.
Because every time it
for you guys at home, the proof of concept was we were gonna say S after every word in the intro, and we did it.
My mouth hurts. That's why it got worse. Because like my fucking like it hurts. It hurts, man.
Yeah, man.
In my jaw.
I'll tell you what, it's hard to being a part of the Snake Nation.
It just hurts. It hurts my face.
Yeah.
The more I had to do it, the more exhausted my jaw became.
It ain't easy being a snake, I'll tell you that.
No, it's hard on your freaking mouth, dude. No wonder they're freaking have a bad, mean reputation.
Seriously, they're ornery because it's hard to talk like they's. But yeah, welcome back, man. And again, YouTube told me to do this. Blame YouTube. YouTube always tells me to do this. You gotta like and subscribe and comment and share and instigate and annihilate and motivate and corner and assassinate and bake and cook and smoke and find us on LinkedIn also. But yeah, let's get into it. So do we want to go first off into some of the categories that we may be talking about?
Yeah, so some of the things that we're going to be covering are going to be strategy, comp, social, endurance, and X Factor.
Yeah, and it's kind of like X Factor is our dirty little secret, don't tell anybody. Shh, it's okay. Doesn't change the academic integrity of this rubric at all. It totally makes all the categories equal.
Yeah.
Although X Factor is really just the whatever the fuck you want it to be category.
Yeah, it's like whatever. It's like chemical X. It's like whatever is wrong with you. Like, oh, you have no empathy? Oh, ooh, that's your X Factor.
Yeah, like Evil Dick won a season.
You're
why?
A bully?
X Factor. That's why. Yeah. So X Factor could just be whatever, doesn't really fit into the prior. The three main categories of a Big Brother player, like if you were to, the first three ingredients in your Big Brother player pie would just be competition prowess, strategic prowess, and the social wherewithal, you know? Like if your Big Brother player scores decently high on all those three categories, he's probably going to be okay.
Yeah. You'll have a pretty well-rounded game. You'll get pretty far. You may even win with all of these three. Yeah,
but we also have to give credit to the players who don't have those things and still make it far, and that's where endurance kicks in. And that's just your lasting power in the game. Like, how long were you able to make it in spite of everything else not working out for you?
Yeah.
And then, like we said earlier, X Factor is just, it's that. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a little puff of gas.
It's like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
What is wrong
with you? Acid reflux is my X Factor.
Yeah, that's your fucking X Factor.
Yeah, and what do you want to do first? Should we go into...
Well, let's go into the first three that you would mention that make a more well-rounded player.
Yeah. Well...
So strategy.
Yeah, which category should we start with strategy?
Mm-hmm.
Start with I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I'm high right now. It's the day after Halloween. It's fine.
That's fine.
It's okay.
Why'd you spill your beans, Tommy? Why'd you spill your beans, Tommy?
I spilled my beans. You're
so fucking good. Why'd you spill your beans, Tommy?
I know. I always just get high and then go around telling police officers that I'm high.
No, officer is high. How are you?
So, to give you guys like an intro into what it means to be a strategic player... It basically just means that you are making intentional actions or inactions in the game. That's all that it means to me. Is that things are happening because of something that you did intentionally, or things are happening or not happening based on your intentions.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of, this maybe goes without saying, but a lot of strategic players, you can kind of see what their long-term goals are. Like when they're like, oh, I'm going to keep so-and-so here because then they're going to take out this other person so I don't have to. Yeah,
and we kind of talked about it last week. Some of this stuff is going to be double dipping a little bit, but we're just kind of like going deeper into it. So it's important to mention that there's the strategy players who do have the long-term plan, who kind of play a very clinical game. Like, the best example of this is Derek. I don't want to reiterate the point, but he played a very flawless game, never was on the block. And then there's also players who, like a Paul, for example, who were in difficult spots early on, who had to use their position in the house in one way or another to get their way into a position of power. That's also an important factor of being a strategic player. Is just like your adaptability given adversity.
Yeah, you know what? Paul is actually a great example because something that he would also do is like when they would be in a position of like when they would be on the block, they would go target somebody else and be like, well, you're a mastermind because you got me here. So, like, how am I the mastermind if I'm sitting on the block? Like, he would immediately turn things around on the other person. And that is so smart.
Yeah. An aspect of being a strategic player that's important is you have to hide how much you know.
Yeah.
You know, like Dan was very good about this on his first season. Even as far as, you know, Paul on his first season, they were all playing from a position of like, oh, I don't know shit. Don't look at me. I'm on the block. You know, why would you even get me out? I'm such a weak piece of shit. You know?
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Yeah, and they played dumb until obviously they got like people they trusted. Mm-hmm. And I think that is an element of being a good strategic player. Or maybe that falls more into social, is just having a good picker. You know.
Yeah, knowing who to trust, and also like. I feel like there's something very like instinctual about a lot of good players, that they just have like a gut. Even like the crazier ones like Vanessa, who can like sniff out when she's being targeted.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you can't really teach a social read.
Yeah.
That's going to
EQ.
be contingent on person to person. Like emotional intelligence, all that is kind of beyond like something that you can glean from a YouTube video. But what you can keep in mind is that entering the house, the number one thing you should be trying to do is keep in everyone's line of view without being the center of attention, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a perfect way to say it. Like, you don't want to be causing too much attention, but you want people to see some sort of value in you, enough value in keeping you here, whether or not that's like your likability. But I feel like we've seen that not be enough for everybody, and almost hurt you.
Yeah.
It like, if you're too likable, it could get you sent home. Like,
yeah.
like Johnny Mac, like nobody was ever gonna freaking win against Johnny Mac.
Yeah, and I almost feel like too much stock is put into how much people will vote based on likability in the finale night, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like maybe things will turn around at some point and people will be like, oh, actually most people vote pretty jurisdictiously. I think that's right. They vote pretty fairly based on like facts and reason, you know? And maybe things will change around where like the likable players do make it to the end, where it's like, oh, people don't give a fuck about likability anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
I hope so. I hope that's eventually the case, because I feel like that reason for getting rid of someone in the house just sounds so ass backwards for a social game.
Yeah.
You're too likable. We need to get you out.
Yeah, well, it's hard because it's like nobody's ever going to win against the Donnies or the like I don't know. There's just no way, unless Donnie had been aligned differently. I don't know.
He was also just fucked from the get-go because he just was not well aligned. So there's been like very likable people like Will who just been, you know, have fallen on their likability sword.
Yeah. Yeah, if Will had just like been able to win a few more competitions, Will would have been great.
Yeah, likability is very good when paired with a competition prowess. That's a new thing I'm noticing as I'm thinking about it, is that if you're likable and you can win comps, that can take you very far. Like, those two combined are very good because you're A, hard to get rid of, and B, very useful for an alliance.
I feel like Cody had that strategy for the most part in his All-Star season, in his winning season.
I mean, it's worked out for a lot of people. Mackenzie is the same thing, you know?
Yeah.
If you're likable and you can win comps, it can take you very far. It might not win you the game, but it can take you very far.
Yeah.
This fucking discussion has had no structure, okay? It's Halloween, baby. It's Halloween.
Halloween.
It's spooky.
Need more Halloween.
I was going to say, the thing I was going to say is that, like, entering in the house, I think your strategy should be to be like 5 or 6 people's second favorite person in the house.
Yeah.
You know, like, who not be their number one, not be completely tied to them, you know, but just like, you know, be on good terms with 5 or 6 different people. Let them know that you are open to working with them, whatever, you know, just kind of keep the conversation going. Don't propose anything you don't need to. Yeah. That is kind of a cardinal sin of Big Brother, is to get overly aligned in the first week.
Yeah, make too many promises, make too many final twos. Like, you don't need to do it. You can, like you said, let people know you're open to working with them, but don't like make any concrete plans. I think it's better to let people approach you, because then it's like I feel like you can't really say no to things that people approach you with.
Are you saying that on the first week of Big Brother, your strategy should be to be Aaron Burr, sir?
Hamilton would not do well in the Big Brother house.
He
People would be
not.
like, immediately target. This guy thinks he's the smartest in the room. Get him out of here.
Get him out of here, dude.
Yeah, Aaron Burr would be great. Maybe. And then eventually everybody would be like, wait a minute. Fucking.
Aaron Burr would be like
Is
a
he
Vincent,
working
dude.
with all of us? And then Aaron Burr would be like, oh, no. Oh, my God. And then Aaron Burr would get to the final two. And then Hamilton would be like the final vote that doesn't let him win.
Damn.
That's how that would end.
Poetic justice.
But Aaron Burr, strategy-wise, he would do well in the Big Brother house.
Yeah. And so I think like all we're really skirting around is that like there's a delicate balancing act you have to do as a Big Brother player, you know? You have to be simultaneously visible and invisible at the same time. Sometimes being invisible is being too visible, you know what I'm saying?
What?
And then being visible sometimes is actually being invisible because everyone's like, oh, he's too visible.
Yeah.
It's pointless to target him. He's so visible. He's making us less visible.
Angela, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe the point of this episode is just to say, don't be an idiot and just constantly adapt.
Yeah, don't do too much and like don't do too little.
Yeah.
Yeah, ooh, what is this video? Nobody knows. Ooh.
To talk a little bit more about the competition thing, like the thing that being a competition beast earns you is a big target on your back.
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you're, you know, a giant muscular troll or like a very skinny pretty boy, it doesn't matter. You're gonna be seen as a threat, you know.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like the social, like if you're good in the likability aspect on top of being a competition beast, you kind of like, that's how you're able to stay in the house because you have people who you like, who trust you, who are going to bat for you, and then you're kind of winning comps for your whole team.
Yeah, I think that you can have an arrangement of like two of these three, but it is best, obviously, if you can have all three.
Yeah.
I feel like we've seen a rise in like the more recent seasons of the use of the word resume and people really thinking about like how many comps do I have on my resume? Like I have to have something on my resume. I have to have like, you know, I have to have concrete evidence of shit that I've done in this game. But we're also seeing a rise in winners like Chelsea and Ashley. Not that they're like very similar, but Chelsea was very much like, oh, my game was more invisible. Like I had wins, but also I was moving things behind the scenes. I was more of a mastermind. And then Ashley was like, I was planting seeds. I didn't win shit. So we're seeing a rise in like people really care about how many things have you won, and also a rise in the opposite of winners.
That's such an interesting point because, like, if we look at these three as like individual statistical categories, then I would say that the thing that's valued the most in the eye of the voter is strategy, followed by competition, then least of all is social. I feel like, because like people didn't take Ashley seriously at all in the house, you know. There's a lot of murmurs in the jury house about like what exactly did Ashley do? Like all she did was kind of like buddy up to the right people. Even though that is such an important part of Big Brother, it's not as respected as the other two categories because the other two categories are, I guess, like harder, quote unquote.
Yeah, I think it's harder to win. I would say that she had a combo of strategy and social and then no comp.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, I feel like strategy is weighed the most importantly when it comes to, like, if the jurors were to have a rubric, I feel like strategy would be worth the most points in their eyes. Specifically, like, visible, get blood on your hand moves that work out for you really seem to get their willies up, you know?
Yeah, I think really, more or less, what it comes down to is they just want to see people take accountability and admit like the things that they've been involved in or done. And if you can't say like you were manipulating or lying or you did this and that, which is like fine, but just admit to any shit that you've done. Like, I'm surprised that we haven't seen more speeches that are like Jags, and I always bring it up and I talk about it too much, but I freaking love his speech where he's just like, you are all there because of me.
Yeah.
More of that.
I bet it's hard to do in person, you know, when you're looking at these people that you've been friendly-ish with. It's probably easier on the more contentious seasons where you're like, I don't give a fuck about any of you guys, but you know, being that he was well liked in the house, I'm sure he had good relationships with several of the people, and he was still able to do it. So that's kind of a, you know, just what kind of savage he is. But I feel like for most people, they're just standing there watching people that they've, you know, lived in a house with for like 80 plus days and being like, I don't really want to say some cruel stuff to, or it's uncomfortable. It's not even that I don't want to. It just feels uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I feel like that's probably exactly how Vinny felt. It was just like, I don't want to really do this.
Yeah, but he kept being like, it was real, and then I used the real for game.
Yeah, maybe with him it was just perception was the most important thing to him. But, yeah, I mean, taking accountability is easier when you also are aware of your moves. I think, like, it's importantly, like an increasingly important category of, I don't even know what to call this skill, but I guess just like move recollection, you know? One thing I really was astounded by for Nicole, because I'm going to be honest, we were watching 18 and we had gotten some comments from y'all that were like, oh, Nicole's the GOAT, you know, after Final 5 of 18 or after Final 8 of 18, she played a flawless game. And obviously we don't have access to like all the feeds from back then, but just watching the show back, it wasn't really anything astounding. But I was astounded by the fact that she knew every little thing she did in the game and how it interacted with the people around her and was able to recollect all that on finale night.
Yeah, she might not been the like forefront of every decision, like the creator of all decisions in the alliance, but she was there for all of them, and she, you know, she did her part. She agreed or disagreed with whatever was happening. So
yeah, and
she was an active player.
100%. And it was like, it's hard to deny somebody, like if you're sitting there as a juror and this girl is listing everything that happened in the house, but like kind of as if she were driving the ship almost, you know? Like in my perspective as a juror, I'd the only person who would accurately be able to recollect all these things and why they happen and how my actions influence those decisions is because they were the ones who orchestrated the whole thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, that's such a good point.
Like, I'd just be sitting there like, oh, she was thinking about this and this when I wasn't even close to thinking about that until I was in the jury house, you know?
Yeah.
So even if she didn't, like, as far as we can tell from the show, even if she didn't make that many active moves or active decisions, she definitely was aware of everything that was going on. And like she said in her finale speech, things were happening the way she wanted, and she could just sit back and watch it happen, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually like an important part of like a strategic player is just like knowing, because like we were talking about it last week, Morgan is such an interesting case for a strategic player because she's clearly capable of like weeks down the line foresight, but she's just not like, she's not capable of seeing those moves as moves for her cause. You know, to her, the biggest moves that she did were getting rid of Lauren, you know, something like that, something insignificant. I guess that's not insignificant, but, you know.
All of her moves also, she connected to Vinny. Like, she talked about Vinny a lot in her, when she was, like, rehearsing for her winner's speech.
Yeah.
And it's not all about him, and he's not involved in all of your decisions. Like, you drove the ship. You made him put up Lauren. Like, you did that. And you essentially got her sent home.
Yeah. So, we haven't even talked about endurance. So things that factor into endurance for me are things like how hard is your mental fortitude? How good is your mental fortitude when it comes to being in a house alone with a bunch of people who don't necessarily dislike you but don't want to talk to you at all?
Yeah, and are at some point going to be plotting for your demise.
Yeah. Another part of endurance is knowing where exactly the sympathetic ears are to your cause.
Yeah.
Like a good example of this is, there's a variety of things Angela did last season where she was in a position where she was, goddamned, essentially. She's fucked.
Yeah.
But she just knew to say a certain something to certain somebody to get them to become paranoid and have a blow up with somebody else. And it takes the heat off her for a second. And it wasn't necessarily that she was doing these things intentionally. It's not like she was a great strategist or anything like that. But she was reacting to new stimulus constantly and sometimes even just making shit up on the spot. But she clearly had a good read of how to get to people,
Yeah, every week I was like, all right, this is the week she's going home. And then she did not go home.
Yeah. Vanessa scores high in this category too, just because even though she was basically driving that entire season, there's a lot of times where she had to get herself out of a sticky situation, and she was always able to just think of the exact right thing to say. Like the first thing that comes to mind is just her selling out Becky.
Oh yeah,
to poke a hole in their airtight little friend group.
Yeah.
And just be like, why is all this happening? Maybe Becky has been in everyone's ear,
Yeah, it's just like, oh, Becky is a rat in your group. That's how we knew about the Clay vote.
Yeah.
And that's what got Shelly sent home.
Yeah, and like the most intelligent Big Brother players know how to do this without telling a lie, They know how to do this without telling a lie and without like breaking a promise. And I feel like Vanessa kind of did that because she didn't really owe any loyalty to Becky at all.
No. And anytime she got pushed into a corner where she had to betray somebody who used to be her ally, she did it in a way where she reacted in a way that made you believe she was forced to do that. Like she had no other choice.
Yeah.
And she believed that too, which is what made it even more believable.
Yeah, and so that factors into endurance. Is there anything else that factors into endurance?
I honestly just think like adaptability, like we kind of already covered this, I guess, but just your ability to be able to adapt to any given like drama. Like Keanu is not a great player, but I feel like he's a good example of adaptability, and maybe why he endured for as long as he could is because he was always like, nobody was ever closed off as an option for his ally.
Yeah.
And he was always approaching things from a position of like, all right, I'm safe, so now let's work together.
Yeah, I think that is actually an important part of endurance. You bring up a good point, which is that like, adaptability, that's both strategic and endurance. You have to suck it up enough to talk to people you don't like while simultaneously like using these relationships that you're potentially building to leverage yourself into a position of power. But like a very important part of endurance is keeping an open mind, because it's very easy in the Big Brother house to just click up or even just shut everybody out, be like, oh, it's me against the world, like Paulie did in season 18, even though everybody was like, just keep playing, he was just kind of beaten down. And at the first sign of adversity that happened, that's somebody who would score a 0 in endurance.
Yeah,
because he really could talk the talk and then could never walk the walk.
I agree.
But Keanu really, like, he probably is one of the more enduring people in Big Brother recent history. You know? Just because he had to sit through not just a whole season of people targeting him, but also a whole season of people just kind of not being on the same page as him socially.
Yeah.
You know, it seemed like a lot of people in the house, for good reason or for no reason, seemed to harbor like some kind of ill will towards him. You know?
Everybody had some sort of beef with him at some point or another.
Yeah, and to live in the house for that long with all those different people and still try to talk to Ava even after, you know, she spazzed on you, and then like talk to all these people that you don't like and try to make moves with them, giving Vinny multiple chances. Like, that's all signs of a guy who's willing to like do whatever it takes to stay in the house, even if his read was incredibly bad.
Yeah, there were definitely some moments that it was like, oh, all right, you shouldn't have done that. But
yeah,
you know, I think any willingness to adapt to the situation, it's good. Those people survive long. I mean, he did stayed in the game for a lot longer than I thought he would.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, and then like X Factor is just kind of like, what's a good example of an X Factor player? This has been such a disorganized episode.
There's so many X Factor players, I feel like. Like, what would you say Dr. Will's X Factor is? Because his is like...
His X Factor is that he could tell people that he didn't like them and they wouldn't believe him because he's so charming, you know? Like, his X Factor is his charm. I wouldn't really consider him an X Factor player, though.
Yeah.
An X Factor player, I would consider, like, obviously Dick, because A, he had his daughter in the house.
Yeah.
And B, he was just an animal, like a crazy, aggressive person back in a time when it was okay to do that, so he didn't really get punished for that, you know?
Yeah, he was a bully. I feel like players like Dan and Danielle and Paul who have like a lack of empathy. I don't know if that's fucked up to say, but I feel like they have like a certain level to like remove the human aspect of the game.
Yeah,
like,
they're better able to compartmentalize, I'd say.
Yeah, like it feels like they're not like, oh, I'm not playing with humans. Like, this is just like a game to me.
Yeah, I feel like the best players do see it that way. Like, a good example of a non-winner who has, you know, and I wouldn't consider her to have like a huge X factor or anything like that, but she is very cutthroat and she is very able to see the move for what it is Brittany.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, obviously she got fucking the wool pulled over her eyes by the brigade her first season, but she's always been very good about, like, if I'm in a situation where it's me or a friend, I'm going to choose me, you know?
Yeah, that's such a... I mean, we've seen a good example of that. We've seen her X Factor in action, like in Traders and in Reindeer games. So, yeah, she's a good example.
Yeah, and I think like that is an element of X Factor is either through just a lack of empathy or through a detachment from the game. You're able to achieve some level of like, I'm going to do what it takes, you know? That's what the X Factor really is I'm going to do what it takes. And whether that means you're going to just shout at somebody or whether that means you're going to beg and plead. Like, I would consider Vinny an X Factor player because his X Factor was that he was able to just whine and get people to sympathize with him. And as much as that was annoying to watch, it was a very effective strategy.
Yeah,
because he was able to. Yeah, it got him to the end and it put him like his strategy was essentially, I'm going to put myself down and raise the other person up. Like, I'm going to play to the person's ego the whole time. Yeah. And it was especially effective against Keanu because, you know, he was just so ready to forgive the whole time.
He had bad reads. Would you think Josh from season 19 had any X Factor? Because I feel like he rode the tails of Paul for the most part, but like people kept keeping him in the house because they were like, oh, he's a large target, a large, loud target.
Yeah, definitely. I think he's a very good example of an X Factor player because his X Factor is that he didn't seem to have any inhibitions.
Yeah.
Like, he there's a lot of maniacs and menaces in Big Brother, but he was nonstop.
Yeah.
He would kind of act as a battering ram for his alliance to literally, and Paul is like the king of this, just try to destroy people's mental state so they lose the game.
Yeah, rile them up.
Yeah.
Like, get people to, like, I literally remember a moment in season 19 where I think it was Paul who initiated this, and like the rest of their alliance, they were like, oh, okay, Josh, go run down there and yell at them.
Yeah, like his purpose as a player that season was to be an aggravant and to be a shield for his allies. And how he was able to make that flip was that it was simultaneously, he was kind of reinforcing it in people's heads that he was more strategic than he was. Like, he was more intentional about his strategy than they originally thought.
Are you talking about his goodbye messages?
Yeah, and a combination of that and Paul not doing that. Oh my God, I'm gassy. And a combination of that and Paul not owning up to his made it so that their like strategic levels almost kind of evened out.
Yeah.
And then his X Factor was like the final stretch that got him over the hump that allowed him to win, because he was just such a, like, at the end of the day, he was a very honest person, you know?
Yeah, Josh was super honest. Like,
Yeah.
you always knew what Josh, like where Josh was aligned, because Josh was super drama. But also Josh was always trying to like apologize and be like, let's like make things good. Like, it's okay. We can be friends. Like, he would try to fix things. But
And he meant it every time.
Yeah. And I feel like Paul inadvertently put their foot in their mouth in their goodbye messages, being like, oh my God, you got evicted. I don't know what happened. I'll get justice for you. And then Josh on his goodbye messages would be like, I was working with Paul. We decided this.
Yeah.
Goodbye, meatball.
Yeah. So X Factor, like his X Factor is that he had no, like, you know, there's really a level of detachment you have to, or maybe that's just who he is. He's just a fucking emotional guy. But to be able to yell at somebody in their face, like I've done that maybe 3 times in my life, in their face, that's intense, bro. That takes a lot of balls to do that. I guess X Factor also is just a lot of balls. You just have to have audacity.
Yeah, audacity. That's
Yeah.
really all it takes. Or like a lack of self-control, because I feel like Vanessa also had X Factor.
Yeah, I mean, when you have a strategic X Factor, as a player that scores high in strategy and X Factor, you get the most compelling television ever, because you get like an intelligent train wreck who just keeps surviving because they're just like fucking shucking and jiving, ducking and weaving.
Yeah, Morgan
while also
also
making all the mistakes in the world.
Yeah, Morgan also.
Yeah.
Morgan just fucking had immunity.
Morgan's X Factor was that she did not have to sleep.
She didn't need to sleep or shower.
I no longer need to recharge. I have become fully sufficient on the sun.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She's flying too close to the sun. More Icarus.
More Icarus?
And then she was. Honestly, her and Vanessa, they kind of are Icarus. They flew too close to the sun and then they died.
The best and most entertaining players, I feel like, are high X Factor, high strategy. The funniest players are high endurance, high X Factor. Like an Angela. You know?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. She scores so high in those.
Yeah. We actually did not even do what we originally set out to do with this video. We just kind of ended up yapping about nothing. Okay, you didn't learn anything from this.
You learned enough.
You learned enough. Here's what you take with you, kid. Okay, here's what you take with you to school. Okay, do not get into showmans. It can't work out, but generally not a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unnecessary target.
Yeah. Do stuff, not too much. Not too many alliances. Okay.
No overlying.
If anyone starts suggesting a final 2 to you, just well, you can't really say no to a final 2.
You can't say no,
Dude,
but
what do you do in that situation? If if 3 people come up to you and they just have a good feeling about you and they all were like, let's be a final 2, then you're kind of forced to be in 3 final 2s.
Yes. I say just don't propose any unnecessary alliances yourself. You can only control what you do. So obviously if people approach you, it's hard to be like, no. I feel like if it's like the first day or the first week, it's safe to be like, it's early. It's early.
I feel like if you say that, you put a bigger target on your back in the early weeks, though. Because then you're basically saying, I don't like you.
I don't know. Dude,
Dude, is there a way to deflect that situation? I guess you kind of just have to sit back and be like, okay, and then wait for him to blow up.
You just have to say yes.
Okay,
but then, like, if there's some drama and then that person fucks up and is like, I have a final 2 with blah, blah, blah. Like, what if you get thrown under the bus? Maybe on the first week,
just go to the bathroom a lot.
Yeah.
Every time someone talks to you, I got to go to the bathroom. I got to go. What would your strategy be the first week?
Dude, every time somebody suggests a final 2 to me, I'm like, oh my God, my IBS.
I got to barf.
I got IBS. I got to go to the bathroom.
I think my strategy in Big Brother, and this is pretty controversial, is I would just go around and I would threaten to kill people. I'd be like, hey, Doria, you want to be in a final 2? If you don't join me, I'll kill you. No, not in the game. I mean, like in real life. I mean, like, I will find you. I will watch the season
production?
back. I will watch the season back.
I'm really scared.
I will see that you live in Los Angeles, California. Okay? I know how tall you are. I know how to do background checks. I will come and I will kill you if you don't be in a final 2 with me.
Welcome back to Sookies.
Are we redoing the episode?
Yeah, I just wanted to throw some chaos in there.
That would be my strategy. I mean, in my eviction speech, I'd be like, hey, you guys better vote to keep me or I'm going to come and find all of your loved ones. And I heard about your daughter. Remember we were talking about your daughter? Hey, vote for me to stay.
He's not kidding. And I don't think it's against the rules, so
yeah,
that's hilarious.
Wouldn't that be funny if that wasn't it? Allison Groner's in the back with a tome like, fuck, we can't do anything. It's like it's not in the Big Brother Bible.
Fuck. All right, somebody put a fucking reminder on my calendar that we need to enact this as a law in Big Brother ruling.
We're definitely starting this in 29.
Yeah. We can't do shit. Oh my God, it's like when fucking Will on Deal or No Deal Island.
Oh, I know.
With the fucking briefcase. He's like, I didn't close the briefcase, so technically no deal has been made.
Everybody in jury is just like, I really didn't like how he was like walking around threatening to gut and murder everybody. But you gotta admit it got him to the end.
It got him to the end and it worked. So
like hate to say it, but Tian's playing a vicious game.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna give him my vote.
Also, he said he was going to murder all my loved ones if I didn't, so that was also weighing heavy on my decision.
Yeah. Your winner speech is just...
Nobody copy my strategy!
Your winner speech is just, hey, reminder, jurors, if you don't vote for me, I'll literally kill all of you and all your loved ones.
All of them, all their children that they will ever have.
All their children's children.
And then when I'm too old to kill, I'll have my kids go kill them.
Whoa. That's fucked.
This got dark, man. This got dark. That is probably the best game you can play in Big Brother, but you can't do it because I said it first.
Yeah, copyright.
All right. I kind of feel like we haven't discussed anything, but shall we do some games?
Games. First up. Whoa. It's good game time. We're going to be playing Showman's Final 2 Evict. Tian, you're going to be figuring out who you want to showman's, who you want to final 2, who you want to evict.
It's our clean version of Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yeah.
It's a Big Brother version, so we don't have to keep saying Fuck, Marry, Kill every couple of steps. Fuck, Marry, Kill.
That's the Big Brother version.
Fuck,
Showman Final 2 Evict. Okay. Showman's Final 2 Evict. Morgan, Vanessa, Janelle.
I don't know if I can handle any of these ladies.
Pretty silly bitches.
I don't want to showmance any of them.
Yeah, choose
I'm
one.
gonna get stepped on.
Yeah. You're
I'm gonna get stepped on. No.
You're gonna get bullied.
All right, I don't deserve to showmance any of these ladies, so showmance none of them. Final two Morgan, because she is a loyal lass, and evict Janelle.
All right, I guess I accept that answer. Showman's final two evict. Keanu. Showman's final two evict. Keanu, Dan, Derek.
Get Dan's ass out of here. Get his ass out of here. I see through your tricks. Stop bringing me flowers. I don't want you.
He's evicted.
He's evicted. Who are the other two?
Keanu, Derek.
Keanu, Derek. I will final two Derek. I'll lose to him.
Wow.
And I'll showmance Keanu.
Aww.
I'll showmance him. He wants to showmance me so bad. I'll give it to him. He wants it so bad. That's my boyfriend.
Your boyfriend. He was your boyfriend.
And he's so big.
Yeah.
He's so wide.
He'll
and
make
I'm
you feel
long.
safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Wrap you in his arms. All right. Showman's final two evict. Ashley, Liz, Corey.
Which Corey?
Corey. Oh, we'll get with your butter, Corey.
Oh, okay. Nicole's Corey. Season 18 Corey.
Yeah.
Liz, Ashley, and Corey. I think I would final two Liz.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I can beat her in a final two.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she'd be so happy to get the second prize.
Yeah.
She seems happy with the second prize type gal.
And she did get second prize.
True, and she was happy. I would showmance Ashley because I do love me a princess.
Yeah.
I love me a spoilt. And then who's left?
She's out woods.
Who's left?
Corey.
Corey is evict.
Yeah, you evict Corey.
Bye, Corey.
I believe we'll give him Harry Potter.
I believe in Harry Potter. I believe in Harry Potter. I believe in Harry Potter world. I believe.
Okay, next. Nicole, Chelsea, Rachel.
Nicole, Chelsea, Rachel. I would showmance Rachel because she would put me on her back and I would just bounce along like a little purse. I don't want to showmance Nicole because I don't want to do that much work.
Yeah.
And I evicted Nicole. Who's the last person?
Okay, so you showmance.
No,
Or
I
you
showmance-
final two Chelsea.
Oh, final two Chelsea. Yeah. Chelsea's a little too jealous for me. I'm scared of that. I'm scared of that.
Okay.
Also, I do not want to go to church.
Finally, Taylor, Mackenzie, Danielle, Donato.
Taylor, Mackenzie, Danielle. I would final two Mackenzie, evict Danielle, and showmance Taylor because I mean, who wouldn't showmance her? You'd be stupid not to.
Very obvious.
Not to say Mackenzie is also not one of the most beautiful women ever. It's just like, you know, I feel like she would do more for me in the game because of her incredibly long and powerful arms.
Yeah, she's too powerful. She's a force to be reckoned with game-wise.
Yes, dude. I feel like she animorphs from like a regular human size to her size.
Yeah, she became a giant.
Yeah.
I agree.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Adouria is going to be guessing the Big Brother player based on the stats. Again!
Oh, my God.
We'll see if you do better. We'll see if you fare better this time. This time is a lot trickier, okay? I kind of hit a lot more fucking Chinese tricks up my sleeve.
Whoa, I'm scared. I'm so scared.
Let me revisit who these are real quick.
Oh, my God.
Turn away.
La 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 la.
All right.
You know who
First
it
up,
is?
these stats, okay? 2 HOHs, 3 vetoes, 0 roadkill wins. That should be a dead giveaway.
Okay, so season...
And days in the house total, 92.
Season 18 for sure. Days in the house, 92. So that either means they did a full season or 2 seasons. Is it James?
Nope.
is it? Okay, 0 roadkill wins. Is it Polly? No, wait, not Polly. Wait.
You retract that guess?
No, I don't. Is it Polly?
No.
Fuck, bruh.
He was not in the house 92 days.
Wow, I'm just fucking trying to figure it out. Who is at the end of that season? I already said James.
Yeah.
Is it Corey?
Yes.
Ah.
Wow, at the
Unbelievable
buzzer.
game of Harry Potter. Unbelievable game of Harry Potter.
Unbelievable game of Harry Potter. That truly was an unbelievable game of Harry Potter.
Unbelievable Harry Potter.
That was one of the best editing jobs Big Brother ever did. Do you guys remember that moment when Natalie and James were fighting also? And Natalie was like, I don't even know who you are right now, James.
I don't even know who you are anymore.
I don't know who you are. Unbelievable game of Harry Potter. Unbelievable game of Harry Potter.
Unbelievable game of Harry Potter world. Harry Potter. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
Honestly, bring Corey back because Corey was like an active player.
Yeah.
Much smarter than he looked.
And he had dead eyes.
Capable of winning the game and hilarious.
Very funny guy, unintentionally.
They kept giving him hilarious edits.
He did do a sick ass thing on that one challenge where he saved Nicole with some big brain activity.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he was like, that? Yeah, I meant to do that.
She's like, I thought you were being an idiot, but turns out you saved me.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. Doy.
All right, next up, this person's won 1 HOH. This person's won 1 veto. This person's won 6 out of 6 food competitions and 2 luxury competitions. And this person's won 1 time.
But, okay, that's T.
Big one, huh?
Yeah, they've won 1 time. That's very helpful.
Yeah. Who would be?
Who would it be?
That narrows it down to 27 people, so take your pick.
Food comp implies that it's one of the older seasons.
Critical thinking skills. Activated.
Did I already do a guess? Yeah, Enzo. Jordan?
No. Sorry. I glitched. I legitimately forgot.
Who the fuck is it, dude?
I mean, this is a pretty clear picture to me.
I know. I'm about to get it wrong, bro. I'm about to get it wrong. Let's go.
Think about it this way, okay? Not a big comp beast early on, 1. What does that say about the player?
Is it June?
Yes! There you go. Wow. Good job.
Damn, she never had to be a have-not.
Nope.
That's crazy.
All right. This next person spent 77 days in the house total and was evicted 3 times.
Oh, well, only Victor could be evicted that many times, right? Is it Victor?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that you'd be thrown off by the 77 days in the house. Like, you would think it was, like, multiple seasons.
Oh.
But you didn't. You just thought about the obvious way, and I hate you for that.
The only other person I might have thought of would be Cody in
You suck.
season 19.
You suck for getting all these right.
I know.
3 out of 3 so far. This might be your best showing ever. All right, next up, 8 total votes to win. 146 total days in the house.
Fuck. Well, 8 feels like...
They received 8 total votes to win, by the way. That is what that means. They received 8 total votes to win and 146 days total in the house.
Is it Paul?
Nope.
Is it Cody?
Nope.
All right. Time to really start thinking about who it is.
Time to turn my brain on for the first time.
Turn my brain on. Fuck. 8 total votes to win. Does this mean that they did win? 146 total days in the house. What the fuck that is? 2 seasons.
Think about it this way. Think about how many votes to win versus how many days in the house. That kind of paints that paints the picture and narrows it down a lot.
I don't know. Is it Will?
No.
Who is it?
It's Dan. But you were on the right track because you were thinking like two final twos.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're smarty.
2 or 2 end games.
Yeah.
Oh man, what the fuck, Doy?
Yeah, and he got a unanimous vote to win the first time around, and he only got 1 vote to win the second time around.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Which was, in my opinion, because of the bitter jury.
Yeah. Fuck.
All right, this final stat is a fun one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This house guest has appeared in 5 seasons in a row in some way.
Is it Frankie?
Nope.
Is it Jesse?
Yes.
Mr. Spectacular.
He's actually been on 12 seasons, 2 of which as a house guest, but 10 as a...
Just an appearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a personality. That's hilarious.
We love Jesse.
He always shows up.
He's always here.
He's always here.
He's like the weird uncle, dude. He's always here.
Yeah, he always wants to show you his abs.
Yeah. Like, we get it, Jesse. Uncle Jesse, you're in good shape, okay? But you're like 50 now.
Yeah.
Where's your family?
He doesn't... Does he have one?
No.
Aw.
His family is his right bicep and his left bicep.
Yeah, he tucks them into bed at night. Mwah, mwah.
All right. You have one last game for me, yeah?
You are. All right.
This is going to be a short-ass episode. It's going to be like under an hour. But it's okay.
Probably be about an hour.
Yeah.
Okay. Tian's going to be blind ranking BB twists.
Yeah.
You're going to be blind ranking some
Should we do
of the
something
twists.
spooky and Halloween themed?
Blind rank spooky twists.
All right, good enough.
It's Halloween. Ooh. Okay. Ooh. First up. Ooh.
Spooky twist.
Spooky coup d'etat.
I'm scared. That's 5, dude. That's the worst twist of all time, in my opinion.
I like it. It's too much power, but I liked it.
I hate that twist.
Okay. Next up, baby hamster wheel of death. Ooh.
In execution, it was poor, but the result of it was great. So
Yeah.
I want to give it a 2. I'm going to give it a 2.
Wow.
I'm going to put it 2.
Ranking it very high.
I'm definitely, as time goes on, I think about that more and more fondly. Also because it was just such a real dramatic moment for Rachel.
Yeah, it was some real Shakespeare tragedy happening that we saw.
Yeah.
But I still stand by, I don't think you should ever do a twist that late.
Definitely not. That's why it's not 1.
Okay. Next up, baby twin twist. Ooh.
That's pretty decent, but I don't think it's by virtue of the twist that makes it. Actually, it was the twist that made it interesting. Because they definitely didn't know whether there was a twin for sure for the first week and a half.
Yeah.
So it did stir up some drama and cause some lines to be drawn down the middle.
Yeah, also, I
Damn.
feel like in the first season that they had the BB twin twist, you actually didn't, like, they didn't know that there were twins for majority of it, so it made it more interesting. But
yeah.
this one, them knowing about the twin made it interesting because they used it as strategy. They were like, oh, you're 2 votes.
Yeah, exactly.
I love twin twist.
I like it too, but I think, unfortunately, do I have 3 open?
Yeah.
I'm going to put it 3.
You just have 1 and 4 left now.
Okay.
I think that's accurate.
Accurate.
All right. Next up, America's Player. That was Eric.
I like that one very little.
Okay.
I have 5 left or 4 left?
4 and 1.
That's 4, dude. I hate when the player loses agency. I think every twist should make them have to make more choices, not less.
Yeah.
Idiot. All right. That's
Fuck.
why I wish I could put it 5. This is no longer a perfect list to me because that is 5 to me.
Listen up. Yeah. All right. And finally, Battle of the Block. You're forced to put number 1.
I'm okay with that, actually. I think
Yeah.
out of all these twists, it is number 1 because if executed well, it's really great.
Yeah.
It just depends on like how long you keep it going for, and really depends on the cast and how they take advantage of it too. So I think the twist itself is fine, just like the blockbuster.
Yeah.
I think both are just like good additions to ensure more chaos at the beginning of the game. But the thing that ruins it is how long they stay around.
Yeah. More blood, more twists, but yeah, we've seen them, Big Brother, do them both a little bit too long, and like the twists overstay their welcome.
More blood, more twists is how what I used to say to my pimples before I decimated them.
Yeah, look, I feel like in BB 26 they did the AI blockbuster, whatever it's called, for the perfect amount of time. I don't remember when they cut it off, but I feel like it wasn't going as long as they did it in 27. It feels like.
I remember it starting to drag, but they cut it off right when it started to drag.
Yeah.
It was like, what? Still? They're still gonna? And then they were like, no, actually, no, we're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what did I end up putting that?
I didn't put BB Blockbuster on my list.
No, you put Battle of the Block. That's number 1.
You put it as number 1.
Not
I
a
like that
perfect-
twist.
Not a perfect list.
Yeah.
Not a perfect list. But you know what? Even the king has his off days.
I got you.
And you know what? Overall, for me, this is like a C+ podcast episode. Okay, so if you found any enjoyment out of that, just imagine what kind of shit you'd be getting on our A days.
Mwah. That's a kiss for sorry, it's a C. Mwah.
I'm not sorry. Some days I'm not A. Okay, some days I'm C. Some days I'm D.
I'm hungry. I'm thinking about so many foods.
Dude, if I get hungry, I'm about to be F. Okay, so let me get the F out of A. Bye.
Bye.